Welcome to this edition of On the Scene. I'm your host, Tim Kelly. On today's program, we're going to be talking everything Suffolk Peanut Fest. That's right, it's coming up again. 2019 edition is October 10th through the 13th. We'll be previewing this big festival on today's program. Stay tuned. Welcome back to On the Scene. We're now joined by two very special guests to talk about one of our most specialist events, if that's even phraseology there, in the city of Suffolk, and we're talking about Peanut Fest, which is coming up this year, October 10th through the 13th at the Suffolk Executive Airport. And to tell us all about what's going to be happening at this year's grand event, we have Teresa Earls, who is the first vice chairman and also the publicity chair with Suffolk Peanut Fest, and Freddie Gardner, who is the chairman. So thank you both for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So when we talk about Peanut Fest this year, there's always a theme. So what's the theme for this year? What are we going to be kind of centering everything around?
Let the sun shine. It's Peanut Fest time.
Awesome. Okay. Pretty self-explanatory on that one, right?
He's not tempting fate or anything, is he?
Knock it on
Yes,
right there.
please.
We got it covered. But when, Freddie, I'll start with you. When you think of Peanut Fest every year, what do you think of? What comes to mind for you?
Camaraderie, seeing the people, meeting the people, the fellowship, the fun that we have. It's a lot of hard work, but everybody enjoys doing it.
And you've been a long-time volunteer out there and now worked yourself again to chairperson, but I mean, just curious.
19 years.
19 years. So reflecting a little bit on 19 years of Peanut Fest for you, what's it been like?
It's been good. I worked with the Goober Gang for 10 years, and after that, I went to electrical, and I was electrical coordinator with Wayne Boyce, and then I was asked to be vice chair in 2017, and then 18 and 19, I've been chairman.
Very good. Very good. Teresa, for you,
Yes.
Peanut Fest, we sum it all up into a brief paragraph or two. How would you kind of encapsulate what Peanut Fest is all about for you?
Oh my gosh. Well, I've been here with Suffolk for 16 years. And so I've seen Peanut Fest, you know, change and grow, and it's been wonderful. When I first moved to Suffolk, there's literally a plywood sign on the side of the road with spray paint that said Suffolk Peanut Fest and the dates. Right. And I kept going, I can't wait to go to that one day.
Right.
I have no idea what it is, but I want to go.
Yeah.
And so when I started working with Suffolk and seeing how Peanut Fest has grown, and we have legitimate signs and everything is wonderful. And it is just, it's family fun, and it's community, and it's pride in agriculture, which is something that Suffolk was founded on. And it's our time, and now we realize that we're more than just agriculture at this point, but we shouldn't forget where we came from. You know, it really is the roots of Suffolk. Right. So it gives us an opportunity to come together for 4 days, and we bring not just our community, but other people, you know, visitors, which being wearing my other tourism hat, I want other people from outside to come and enjoy the festival. And it's just really 4 days of family fun. And it's a chance to really try new things and to eat something deep fried, and to ride on, you know, a wonderful Ferris wheel or a roller coaster if you dare. And we have music, and it's just so much fun. It's
a question of really what is not happening there more than what is, because of the fact there's really something for everyone, truly is. Yes. I mean, and every year there's always some new things that are thrown into the mix. Certainly the fan favorites come back, and I mean, everybody thinks about the iconic Ferris wheel, as you talked about. Visually, I always think about that at night with all the lights and everything, beautiful. And the midway lit up and everything. It's really nice out there. But everything actually starts before Peanut Fest begins, because we have the Queen's dinner that's coming up, and also the parade. So let's talk a little bit about those two events and what people can expect with there if they have tickets for the dinner, or certainly want to come out to the parade where everyone's welcome.
Sure. Well, the Queen's Banquet and Fashion Show is going to be Thursday, October 3rd. It's at the Hilton Garden Inn, and that is a fundraiser for the Pilot Club of Suffolk, and it also supports Peanut Fest. And this is something that the Pilot Club does to raise money to purchase helmets for people and to really educate people on the importance and significance of brain damage, and whether it's, you know, different disorders, everything from, you know, actually accidents and that sort of thing to epilepsy and any kind of head trauma. Right. And so that's really their goal, is to help people. So this is a great opportunity for them, but then also too, what a wonderful opportunity to really celebrate some of our finest students. You'll find 10 girls who are seniors that have submitted an essay. So it's a blind contest. It's not a beauty pageant. That's right. It's a blind essay. Now, they do include their community service, their academics, and that sort of thing. So you kind of have to have the whole package. Right. Yeah. And you submit it in the spring, and the schools send 2 representatives from each senior class, and then they will compete with interviews and that sort of thing. And there is formal wear and personality wear, and so it has a pageant feel, but definitely very much academically focused. And we have a wonderful meal at the Hilton and entertainment, and there's a silent auction. And the only thing I will say is you have to get your tickets in advance. They don't sell them at the door. You can get them at the Suffolk Visitor Center or at Cecilia's Fashions on Main Street. And I believe the last day to buy them is the 27th or the 29th. So it's good to check. SuffolkPeanutFest.com. You can find it on there under Peanut Fest Queen's Banquet.
Got it. And then the parade.
And the parade. The parade is always the week before, so that's October 5th. It's Saturday. It's at 10 a.m. in downtown. So you can line up anywhere on Main Street between Finney and Washington, or along West Washington from, say, Saratoga on. It's the similar parade route as the holiday parade.
Correct.
But it's a lot of fun, and you're going to see everything from the Shriners and their little tiny cars and floats and marching bands, and it's just a lot of fun.
The parade is special to me for several reasons. One, because of Peanut Fest, and I've been marching this parade since 1986.
Wow. I'm
a Shriner, and I've passed captain of the color guard, and I've had the pleasure of leading this parade for many years. And it brings a lot of people to town, and I think people enjoy it, and they really look forward to the Shriners coming to the parade.
Do you ever get to drive the little car?
No, I don't have one.
You have to have your own?
Yes.
Oh, man. We got to work on that.
Well, of course, that all kicks off and gets everybody thinking and fired up about Peanut Fest, and everything kicks off on Thursday the 10th. And, of course, Shrimp Feast is one of the highlights for that particular evening, but there's always a lot of other things going on, including entertainment. So, again, that everything kicks off there. But let's kind of take it day by day. So we'll take Thursday through Sunday. So for highlighting different aspects of each day, let's kick it off with Thursday. And I've already mentioned Shrimp Feast, but y'all can piggyback on that as you'd like to.
Well, Shrimp Feast, you have to get your tickets in advance as well. There will not be any tickets sold at the door. They are selling tickets online now, so you can do that. If you go to the SuffolkPeanutFest.com, I'm just going to plug that the whole time.
We'll make sure you know what that is by the time the show's done.
You can drop down on Shrimp Feast and you can click through to go buy tickets. And that is from 3 to 7. It's all you can eat shrimp and barbecue and adult beverages. There's live music by the Embers, which is a popular beach music band. And that is a Ruritan Club event, and they raise money for local charities as well. So you're doing good while having a good time.
That's right.
And buy tickets online. And then certainly there are other places throughout town that have signs that they sell tickets as well. And Suffolk Visitor Center is one of them. But that is also our carload night, which is probably Freddie's favorite.
$40 for 8 people, and they can get wristband ride all night.
Got it.
So
Deal.
8 people legally seated in your vehicle.
Correct.
Please don't bring in, truckloads of people. Just throw
hide them in the
back.
trunk or anything like that. We're not doing that.
That's not necessary. But bring 8 people. I mean, you're getting entry. Now, I will say traditionally the admission tickets are $10 per person. Children ages 10 and under are free this year. Previously it was 6 and under, so we've raised that, so 10 and under. And then on Thursday night, like Freddie said, it's carload night, $40, gets you admission and all you can ride wristbands, which is such a steal. Because typically at the very cheapest, they're $25 per person. So that is amazing. If you can go Thursday night, go Thursday night.
This actually starts in the afternoon too.
It starts at 2.
Kids get out of school by 3, and they can come right on and be there by 4 or 5 o'clock.
Really take advantage, like you said.
That take advantage, and they can ride till 10:30.
That works.
I think you're encouraging lots of children to suddenly get sick at the end of the day. Do what you got to do. We won't tell. And then, of course, on Sunday is Military Appreciation Day. So if you bring your family and you have a military ID, you can get half off. So it's $5 per person.
Got it.
So that's a pretty great deal as well. And then, we do wristband day on Sunday. It's $30. And then if you go to the website and you print the $5 coupon and bring it with you, you can get it for $25.
That works.
So we really try to find a price point for everybody.
Of course.
And at the same time, still support the festival.
Indeed.
We have to keep on going. So there's that. And poor Freddie, I just talk all over him.
That's okay.
You're used to it?
I'm used to it.
So anything else we want to highlight about Thursday? Specifically, I know like the wristband, Shrimp Feast is really, and the fact that the festival kicks off and everybody kind of gets going right there. So moving into Friday.
The festival doesn't actually open on Thursday until 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, right, exactly.
It doesn't start in the morning, it starts at 2 o'clock.
Gotcha.
Yep.
But Friday kicks off in the morning.
Yes.
And Friday you get a lot of the schools and then the senior groups and other local groups that are coming out there during the course of the day. Of course, everybody's welcome throughout the festival, but let's talk about Friday a little bit.
Well, Friday morning is Kitty Day
Mm-hmm.
and Senior Day. So from 10 to noon is Kitty Day, and so you get in for free.
Right.
And all the kiddie, preschool age rides are complimentary, and there's fun activities, extra activities just for the little kids.
Right.
So that's a lot of fun. And then we have Senior Bingo, where people have signed up in advance and they come and play bingo. And it's a partnership with Parks and Recreation and some other groups. Right. So that's always fun.
Yes, indeed.
We actually extended the bingo tent this year, which we call the Peanut Lounge. It's bingo tent plus Peanut Lounge. And we've made it bigger because last year there was nice, beautiful weather.
Right.
And so many people came that morning that we were not anticipating.
Correct.
And but we hope we've got that taken care of this year.
Gotcha. Expecting bigger crowds again this year, so looking forward to
so.
it. Because the weather's going to be great, right? This guy guarantees it. So
the sun better shine.
It better shine. So I'll never hit in.
I would imagine so.
Indeed. I can definitely agree with that.
Yes.
Yes, and then Friday night is the Demolition Derby.
Yes.
At 7 o'clock over in the arena area. And then the DeLoreans take the stage at 9. And as most people know, that's a really popular local 80s cover band. And they have a wonderful crowd. Now, while all this is going on, you've got the full carnival. You have all the exhibits, the commercial tent, the arts and crafts tent. Plus, there's all these outdoor exhibits. Kind of, if you think of the center where all the food is, that's kind of the hub, and then there's spokes.
Yeah.
And so we need to make sure everybody goes and visits the spokes.
That's right.
And we're doing some new things this year. We're going to have a straw maze for families.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be a lot of fun. No one will get lost forever, but it'll be a fun little activity. We're trying to add a few little touches to the family area. And then on Saturday, we're going to be hosting the Suffolk Peanut Fest Clogging Jamboree.
Okay.
So it's kind of like an exhibition of cloggers, which, there's nothing better than clogging for, as my daughter calls it, clip clopping.
That'll be on the main stage.
Main stage, 1 to 3.
All right.
And at 2, you'll have the peanut butter sculpture contest over by the newly painted caboose. So hopefully you all recognize it. Good. It looks beautiful.
Still red?
Oh, it's very red.
Okay.
It had turned, it was kind of like a sad little pink for a while.
It's been pink for the last couple of years.
But it is red as red
all right,
can
very
be.
good, very good.
It is fine and red.
You can see it from space. So you'll have that. And then, of course, on Saturday at noon, and I know I'm going back and forth, I'm sorry.
Right.
But we have the Mud Jam, where big trucks come and run through 36 inches of mud. So don't
That's
sit
been measured,
too close.
right? No, just kidding.
It seems like it. I think everything's a science over there.
Right.
I'm not jumping in to check
No.
it.
I'm not looking at either of the two of you to be judging that aspect of things.
Freddie's like, I can't take it anymore.
It's gotten to be it's a pretty deep hole, but the trucks, they go in, come out on the other side, so it's good.
And if they don't, they get towed out.
Yeah, we'll pull them out.
I got you.
Which is actually, I think, more interesting. No offense to them.
The show within the show, right?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, tow truck. So, Saturday is a popular day, and then we have fireworks in the evening.
Right.
And we also have, we have the Crazy X Band.
It's a southern, kind of southern country rock. That's what it sounds like to me. I mean, I've seen them, and I like the music.
Very good.
They're going to be on stage about 7.
Okay.
And then we're going to do fireworks at 8:30.
30. Okay.
And then we have Tony Jackson hitting the stage at 9. And he is a country music singer who is out of Richmond, and he's a former Marine, I believe.
Oh, nice.
He's the nicest guy, and so I would say you'll definitely have to check him out. We have videos on Facebook and on our website, SuffolkPeanutFest.com.
He's also he's known in this area. He was at Granby Theater 3 weeks ago, and my daughter went and she said he put on a great show. Of course, Peanut City Cloggers are very familiar with him,
right?
Because he does a lot at Old Dominion Barn Dance.
Got it.
And that's where everybody met him at. But he's playing around this area a whole lot. He's real good.
And we got him, so it's good.
Do.
Yes.
He's going to put on a nice show.
Good.
And then on Sunday, we have the Swamp Roar Motorcycle Rally. Tidewater Motorcycles is producing that this year. and that's something that you can register in advance, or you can register on site if you want to ride the 80-mile perimeter around the Great Dismal Swamp.
Got it.
It's $20 per driver and $10 per passenger, and it comes with a pin, and there's going to be a little reception after the ride.
Right.
But that will be Sunday morning.
Okay.
And then we have, let's see, what else do we have on Sunday? Help me out.
Entertainment.
And remember, it's Military Appreciation
Right,
Day.
Right.
And we have the
right.
Gospel Showcase.
I couldn't remember the words for it, the name of it, but
it's the Gospel
Yeah.
Showcase over at the Family Stage. Now, keep in mind, the Family Stage is open the entire festival.
Correct.
And so is the Peanut Lounge, with the exception of Sunday. So there's entertainment, not just on the main stage, there's entertainment on the Family Stage and in the lounge.
And all that's covered under the price of admission,
Absolutely.
right? Yes.
The Peanut Lounge will actually start after bingo on Friday afternoon.
Okay.
They'll start playing in there up until the entertainment starts on Friday night.
Gotcha.
Saturday they'll start playing at 10 and go until 1 until the clogging expedition's over. Then they'll start back until main
Gotcha.
entertainment.
Okay.
So there'll be somebody in there pretty much all weekend,
Great.
other
There's
than Sunday.
activities
Gotcha.
for all kinds of stuff. And it's a good
Yeah.
place, even if you just want to grab a drink,
Right.
grab something to eat, and you want to sit in the shade, it's a nice place to sit
Right.
and get entertained at the same time. I mean, it's a pretty good deal. But then on Sunday, we have Chase Payne opening for Karlie Pierce, who is a country music sensation. She's extremely talented. She's doing really well on the country music charts. And she's more of a pop country, but still has a traditional twang.
Got it.
She actually was just nominated for new vocalist of the year
Nice.
for CMA Awards.
Very good.
And Chase Payne is local.
Right.
He's very good, young boy, 27 years old, he's very talented.
Good.
And Karlie Pierce was my #1 pick 6 months ago, and it's taken me 6 months to get her,
Gotcha. And we got her.
and I got
We had
her.
to
All
tell
right,
her
very
it was
good.
going to be sunny.
Nice job. Nice. Well, that's what a chairperson does, right?
That's right.
There you go. There you go.
It's a lot of sleepless nights. Teresa will find out, but that doesn't bother her because she likes to work all night long.
Thank goodness I'm a night owl.
That's right.
I worry enough for both of us now, so it's okay. I just know I need to start now to get my favorite people for next year.
Never too early to start planning, right?
That's right.
There you go. Very good.
It's a big event.
Yes,
and,
it is. Yes, it is.
And, you know, people, you don't want an event to look like it took a lot of work. You want it to be seamless. And the truth is, it takes a lot of work.
Yes.
And the second the event is over, we start planning for the next year.
Right.
And we have a very dedicated executive committee who does the real nuts and bolts of it all. And then we also have a board of directors. And so we're constantly meeting, we're constantly trying to come up with new ideas, we're brainstorming, we're going to other festivals and fairs, trying to get inspiration, not necessarily stealing their ideas,
Exactly.
but you know, it doesn't hurt to see what the competition's doing. And so it's something that the people that are involved are volunteers. There's only 2 paid employees. So all of us are doing this in our spare time, and there are about 200 people who come out the day of the event. So it's a lot of hard work, sweat, tears, and we do it all to see the smiles and the people who come through the door.
And it truly is a community event. You talked about the volunteers. I mean, you've been one for many
Well,
years. You volunteer out there as well. And that's what really makes Peanut Fest is really at the heart of it, right?
Right. The volunteers is something that I won't speak of. There's a lot of man hours put in out there by men, women, kids, whole families. I mean, it doesn't matter. They come out there and they work their weekends. I have some people that have been out there for numerous days this summer in the heat working. And I appreciate everything they've done because I can't be there all the time because I've got some other places I have to be too.
Sure.
And Teresa's the same way. I mean, she has a job. I'm supposed to be retired, but I have
work
a lot.
more now
I work
than you
now
ever
more than
did.
I did when I worked at Lipton, but that's beside the point. But these people that are out there working, it could not be done without them. I mean, the tents are already going up. You got to get power to them. That we'll start working on that tonight, and then back for the next 2 or 3 weeks, getting everything together. Grass has to be cut out there. We maintain the site, and everything, all the work that's done out there, we have to do it. And it's done by volunteers, and I could not. I'd have to speak the highest they are.
Right.
I mean, they're the greatest people in the world that come out there and work.
It's always amazing though when you're out there when it's sort of the off Peanut Fest season, and it's just empty.
Nothing.
And then you think about what's there then compared to what's there when the festival's going, and realizing that this takes man and woman power to make sure this stuff happens and comes together like it does. And you just can't fathom the fact that when you see it empty, then when you see it full, that you're thinking, how did that go from it just seems like a totally different world.
It's like a mobile city.
Well, you've got a crew that takes care of the demolition derby and the mud jam. And then you got a crew, the manpower, which takes care of everything else. And you got electrical crew.
Yeah.
Electrical crew comes in and we put everything up, which I still work with them, and we try to take everything down.
Right.
Monday morning, we've got to go right back out there, and we got to have everything out of those tents by 1 or 2 o'clock
Yeah.
so they can start taking them out.
And all the cleaning and
cleaning up
yeah.
and everything. People just, it's a lot of work.
Now, and
But
so
I enjoy it.
Well, of course, yeah, it's a labor of love.
That's
it seems
right,
like
you
definitely.
better.
I
Yeah.
enjoy it.
And just so that we don't forget, we need to remind people that we have things like the petting zoo
Yes.
and
Yes.
pony rides. And you said the Nansemond Indians are coming
Yes.
back
Good.
to participate this year, so we're excited about that.
Yes.
And we really try to include, the Red Hatter
Mm-hmm.
and kid-focused, activities.
We've taken a tent that was in the kids area, and we're going to move that out where I get more exposure from the high schools of the artwork that they do, and that'll be on the Midway this year where people will be able to walk right in and get more exposure out of it.
Gotcha. Nice.
We're learning as we go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's our 42nd year, but a lot of things have changed in 42 years.
Indeed.
We
Yeah.
do accept credit cards
Right.
at the gate, and you can buy tickets in advance on our website.
Good.
ATM machines.
And of course, yes, we have a couple of
Right.
different ATM machines throughout.
out there.
And, it just really makes life easier now because a lot of people, they don't carry cash. They just want to swipe their card and go.
Yeah.
And so we have that convenience for them. And we boost the Wi-Fi a little bit so we can actually get it through the system.
Understand.
I mean, keep in mind, we're at an airport.
Yeah.
You're going to see skydivers and
Right.
stuff like that.
Right.
But, SuffolkPeanutFest.com, it's your best resource. We go on and update on a daily basis.
Right.
So as things, come about, we change it, we modify it. And we're here if you have any questions. Like I said, the website like 500 times,
Right.
SuffolkPeanutFest.com.
Which also good social media presence too, right?
Yes. We have a great following on Facebook. We're building our Instagram following. So, you can find us just about anywhere. And we try to keep things going throughout the year as well.
Yeah.
But check us out that way. You can always call the visitor center if you need anything. And of course, the festival office number is 539-6751.
Okay.
Our staff, the 2 ladies who actually are employed by Suffolk Festivals,
Right.
they will be moving out to the site on September 30th.
Yeah.
Until then, they're in their offices downtown, but they'll be out there if anybody needs to go and register for anything. And if you got an old car you want to put in the demo derby, you could win cash. Now's the time.
Again, like you say, it's a community event, and the fact that every year there's always some new elements that are brought into the mix, tweaking this, tweaking that, just to make it the best event that it can be. I mean, it's and we talked about, the affordability of it. I mean, the fact that you have the all-you-can-ride and entrance night on carload night on Thursday, then Sunday you said is also the wristband as well,
And military appreciation.
And then is there a 4-day pass you can buy as well? Because I know you said it's
There
$10 per day, but is there a pass like that as well?
There is a pass.
Okay.
$30 per person.
Okay.
But yes, you can purchase the 4-day passes either on the website through
Okay.
Eventbrite or at the Visitor Center, which is at 524 North Main Street. And we're open 7 days a week, 9 to 5. We only ask that if you come into the Visitor Center to purchase them, we need cash.
Got it.
Because we don't process credit cards for Peanut Fest.
Understand.
But you can go on Eventbrite and do it
that way. Perfect. All right.
We also this year, we're going to have more radio exposure than we have had in the previous years.
Gotcha.
We joined with Max Media,
Okay.
and they're going to come in on Eagle and Hot 100 and what's the other channel, other station?
The Wave.
The Wave.
Mm-hmm.
And
we're still working with Sinclair as
we're
well.
still working with Sinclair. They're going to use their
On Bob
radio
FM.
stations, and Franklin is on board, which they have been on board, and they're going to advertise on that end. So
Good.
we got more. I feel like we're going
Right.
to have more exposure to the area,
Yeah.
and hopefully people will hear it. And
Yes.
they're giving away tickets and
Perfect.
T-shirts
Shirts and pins.
on a package deal. They're going to be doing that on. I know on Max Media is. I'm not sure exactly what Sinclair's doing.
Well, we know every year the people that we see out there, and there's always tons of people out there that are having a good time, are not all from Suffolk. And that's the beauty of it. Like
Right.
you talk about your role with tourism and everything, but bringing people into the community to get a taste of what Suffolk and sort of Suffolk's history you talked about, and just having a good time. I mean, certainly Peanut Fest is known throughout the Hampton Roads area for a place you go to have a good time. There's always unique things, great entertainment, a great family value out there, plenty of stuff going on throughout the 4 days. So it's just a question of going to the website.
That's
What's
right.
that web address again?
SuffolkPeanutFest.com.
And check it out to see what's happening every day. It's broken up so you can see the entertainment, you can see what's going on in the kids' venues, the special events, everything is there. So it's a perfect opportunity, as Teresa said, to go out there and kind of preview what's going to be happening, kind of figure out what's going on. Then when you get out there, then it's a matter of going, holy cow, all this stuff is happening. What do I want to do? It's just, it's endless.
And when you come in the gate, we'll give you a brochure that shows you where everything is and tells you what you can see. And you can just plan to spend a few hours.
Yeah.
It's not something you're going to do in 30 minutes.
Sure.
You could spend an entire day. You could come for the whole weekend. If you need a hotel room, we can hook you up. We can tell you where you need to go.
Right.
So you can make a whole, kind of a mini staycation out of it.
So 2019 Suffolk Peanut Fest coming up October 10th to the 13th at the Suffolk Executive Airport. We've talked about the website. We've talked about some of the social media outlets that they utilize as well. We'll have all that information on the screen just in case you forgot or needed to jot it down. But again, follow Peanut Fest. Really great event promoting really what Suffolk is all about. I want to thank you both for your time with us today. And again, looking forward to this year's 2019 Suffolk Peanut Fest. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That would do it for this edition of On the Scene. I'm your host, Tim Kelly. We'll see you next time.